Installing the iOS plugin is a little bit easier than installing the Android plugin. The first thing to do is go to the GitHub page for the plugin and download that as a zip file, and also go to the Moodstocks SDK page and download the Xcode SDK for iOS. Next, we want to follow the installation guide for iOS, and we start by creating a new Phonegap iOS project from the command line. It's important that the name of the project starts with a capital letter. This is a known bug in Phonegap. So make sure, in this case, I'm using the project name example. Whatever project name you choose, make sure that it starts with a capital letter. Now we add the iOS build target to the project. This is all standard stuff for creating a new Phonegap project. Here I'm using Phonegap version 4.3. I'm pretty sure that this technique will also work with earlier versions and future versions of the Phonegap software. I'm also sure that this process will be a bit quicker on your Mac than it is on mine. Once we've created the Phonegap iOS project, we need to copy the GitHub location, the URL of the plugin, and do Phonegap plugin add to add that plugin. This will not only add the Moodstocks 4 plugin, but also the camera plugin, which is a dependency. Now that the plugin is installed, we can open the project in Xcode. And we're now ready to move on to step 2 of the installation. What we need to do here is open up the frameworks folder so that we can add the Moodstocks framework into there. This is what we're doing, add the Moodstocks SDK framework. So we downloaded this just a minute ago. Can unzip that. And in that folder, you'll see the Moodstocks framework. Just drag that into the frameworks folder and make sure that you copy the files and create groups. The next step is really important. If we want to see the scanner behind the web view, then we need to make the web view transparent. And we do that in mainViewController.m, which was created by Phonegap. We find the WebViewDidFinish load method and paste in the example code that I have on the plugin page that sets the background color to clear and the opacity to no. I'm adding a comment in here so that I can understand what I'm doing later when I look at this. Next, you need to set your API key and API secret that you have from Moodstocks. The plugin currently ships with some demo keys and secrets, but you don't know what those objects are, and I may remove them in future releases. In any case, it's really important that you paste in your key and your secret before you build the package, or else you'll probably have some conflicts which can be a little bit difficult to resolve. The disallow overscroll change is an option for you. You can see what it does for yourself if you want. I like to do it. Now we just set the build target to whatever device you're using. Remember that the Moodstocks SDK does not work with the emulator, so you need to have a real device. Here I'm deploying it on an iPod Touch 5th gen. And you can test at this stage that everything deploys properly. So I've built it and deployed it to the device. And we see that there's no problems. This will just give you the device ready page for Phonegap, for a new Phonegap project. So this isn't going to be very interesting. If you want to test out that everything works, you need to add either your own projects or my demo, which will tell you how the API works. So we unzip the plugin master, and in there's a demo folder. We want to delete the existing index.html and replace that HTML with the version that I ship with the demo. And also add the 2 files that are in the IMG folder into the IMG folder. And that's it. That's all you need to do to install the new version 4 Phonegap plugin for Moodstocks. If you run that on the device, it should deploy properly. And what you'll get once it's running on your device is something that looks a little bit like this. So here it is running on the device. It's just an example. You can see it's called example. It's a Phonegap project. It loads, it syncs. The auto scan works as you'd expect, showing that this is the cover. Resume scan button works. You could launch that resume button programmatically. Because this is the version 4 SDK, we can recognize object from the camera roll. And there's also a manual scan option which doesn't rely on syncing, so this is a cloud scan option, which also works.